back in the podcast room again. So, I want to start the new series. I don't only want to talk about the process of filmmaking. I watch films as well, and I do want to share my opinions on it. The whole reason why I didn't do this before is because I know this topic is really popular, and I don't want to. Okay, I want this channel to be about me, not the content. Like the reason why Cosmonaut and Straight for This Productions are so successful is because their fans are not really their fans. They're more fans of the content of the movies that they talk about rather than the character themselves. That's why I stopped doing this film analysis type of videos because I know it's not something that fulfills me. Same thing with Mr. Beast. Like he is more of a people mostly care about his content and not really Jimmy himself. And I want this channel to be the other way around, where people tune in for me, not for the content that I make. Sure, the content that I make could be entertaining, like for example, the films that I make, those could be entertaining. But I want it to be first and foremost about me and the people who help me and the team that I have around me. So, with that in mind, let's talk about the films that I watched this month. I watched a total of 4 films. It's not a lot, but yeah, college life is taking a lot of my time. Making YouTube videos in college has been taking me a lot of my time. And the only times where I do watch films are most of the time where I'm in a rut, or I just feel burnt out and lazy and feel like don't want to do anything, so might as well watch a film. And I didn't just watch a film, I also watched a couple shows. So let's just get straight. Also, by the way, how I'm gonna be doing this series is I'm gonna talk about all of the films that I watched this month, and I'm also gonna rank them. So since this month I only watched 4, it's gonna be a top 4 films, and I don't know. I think this could be fun because even though some of the films came out, like for example, I watched The Social Network, and I think that movie came out like a lot, like years ago. I get to compare that film to some of the films that are coming out today, like Kraven the Hunter. That's another one that I watched. But let's start from the beginning, right? I First of all, I watched Squid Game. Squid Game is, in my opinion, a show that I already believe what's good. The crazy thing about it is that it didn't become popular because of how good it is. It became good. I mean, it became popular because of the topic of, I don't know. It kind of felt like it felt like what's it called, mascot horror, because they're taking a childlike product and making it darker, making it edgy, and so that's the reason why it became popular, but not really because of the story. I think the story is told really well, and it gets at times it does get emotional. So that's why I think the Squid Game story is underrated. I also felt like from the second season. Also, when I talk about movies and shows, I'm gonna go spoiler all the way. I don't care about like having to hold back my opinion just because people care about spoilers. And if I'm going to talk about a film, expect me to spoil it. But it felt like towards the end of the show, of the second season, like it went a completely different tone. I don't know. I didn't expect the last episode just to be a shootout. It felt like more of an action show rather than I mean, I guess what would you consider the genre of Squid Game? Squid Game. I guess I would consider it like a drama, a thriller, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. There's some plots that don't really go anywhere, even though there is build up. What I'm talking about is like trying to find the island, that subplot. Even though it is gonna get resolved on the second season, there's still a story structure when it comes to seasons, right? Same thing when it comes to like part ones of movies. There's still like beginning, middle, and end, that some things have to pay off during that season, on during that part. You can't just have everything pay off during the third season, because I feel like if that's the case, it's gonna be too much to pay off, and you won't be able to handle every story element. At least that's what I think. I don't know. I'm just like a filmmaking beginner. I did like, however, that they did use Korean celebrities in the show. I don't know, this that element just adds to the charm of Squid Game. I don't know, it just made it stand apart. I don't know what else to say about Korean celebrities. Also, PTD is one of the BAPs. 8 out of 10. Then I watched Kraven the Hunter, and the reason why I watched Kraven the Hunter, I didn't even want to watch it in the first place. As a matter of fact, I haven't really kept up with the Sonyverse movies. I only watched three Sonyverse movies, and that's the Venom movies. That's it. The three Venom movies are the ones that I watched. I did not watch Madam Web, and I did not watch Morbius. But then Kraven came out. I was not expecting to watching it because I was just chilling in the break room at my job, and yeah, we had like a lot of downtime. We got like the work done, so I had nothing else to do. So my coworkers decided to turn on a bad movie, and what better movie to watch than Kraven the Hunter? And so we watched it, and yeah, it's bad as people say it is. And it's one of those movies where I guess it's like the first fun bad experience that I had because it was bad, but at times there was just boring bad, and then at some other times it was funny bad. Like for example, there's a line where a guy asks Craven, "So what do you do for a living?" And then Craven just says, "I hunt. I'm the hunter." Yeah, it's kind of funny still saying it. And then the rhino is just yeah, it's really weird because apparently the rhino has some like skin disease. He has to like use drugs to keep his rhino away. And then Kraven the Hunter just finds people. He just teleports around and finds people easily. Also, I still remember there was this one time where the rhino just like screams, but nothing comes out. It's like when you're trying to scream but without screaming. That's what he does in the movie for no reason. No reason actually. He just does it. Also, the chameleon came out of nowhere. We know how Kraven got his powers. He was given like this special potion or something. But his brother, it doesn't. I never. He just got powers out of nowhere. He could just shapeshift like out of nowhere. Like he just can't do it. It doesn't make sense. Also, the flashback is too long. I remember we were watching like the start of the movie. We just presented with this great, it was a cool action scene for sure, right? And we got to see the actor, the Kraven shirtless, and then flashback, and then we have like a 30-minute flashback. I'm not even kidding. We never go back to the present. It just keeps going, 30 minutes straight. And I'm like, that's not good pacing. You should go back and forth between the present and the past because then you get bored and then you're revealed too much, and then maybe you're showing things that are not too necessary. And that's where I felt like when I saw that the flashback was like 30 minutes, that's when I was like, okay, this movie should have been shorter, could have been shorter too. And I think the movie's like already pretty short. It's like an hour and 30. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember much from the movie. It's bad. It's bad. I don't remember. So yeah, 3 out of 10. Then I watched The Social Network. I got into this phase like in the one day that I had a rut where I just went to watch movies about companies rising up, how big companies were made. And so I watched The Social Network and The Founder, which one shows the beginning of Facebook and one shows the beginning of McDonald's. And to me, I feel like they're both similar movies. They both presented really well. They both have great performances. The only thing about The Social Network that kind of bothered me is the fact that whenever they played music in the background, I sometimes couldn't hear what the actors were saying. I just couldn't understand them, and I could like the legal website that I was doing didn't allow subtitles, so I was just trying to really focus on what they're saying because the music was so loud, and then I just couldn't hear the actors that much. But yeah, everything is really good. I don't really have anything to complain about it. I mean, to be honest, these are just movies that like I'm gonna watch once and never think about it again. Like it was a good experience for what it was, but I'm never gonna watch it again. So for that, I'm just gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Same thing with The Founder. Uh, like I feel like The Social Network and The Founder are just two similar movies. I don't know if it was made by the same creators. I have to search that up. All I'm gonna say, however, is if you can make films that are based on a true story, you can make them more engaging. Just take Oppenheimer as an example. That's a movie that's based on a real story, and it's like really engaging, really well presented, and yeah, it just made it stand out. I don't know, it's hard to pinpoint. This is not a film review channel, by the way, but it's hard to pinpoint how Oppenheimer is different from these movies. I guess because it had a more creative vision. Because I'm assuming that we're able to explore the good aspects and the bad aspects and really delve deep into those bad aspects of Oppenheimer because Oppenheimer is dead. And then I'm assuming that the creator of McDonald's was probably really involved working on this film, or maybe maybe he's already dead. I don't know, but maybe McDonald's was really involved with this film, and since the social network and the founder were so involved with the main company that where it's based on, that made it so they weren't able to show all of the bad aspects of how the funding of these companies were made. Because, like, for example, I think it would have been better if we got to see how, having how Ray Kroc divorce impacted him, how he came to that decision. Did he really not have any regrets? Did he really just do it easily? Did he have any shame of doing it? There's a lot of things, right? That we could have explored and made the film all the more better. But since it was so involved with the main company, I mean, the company that it's based off of had to fund it too. So that's probably why it's not as deep as like Oppenheimer. So, both I'm gonna give both the founder and the social network a 6 out of 10. Films that I'm watched, I liked, but I'm not gonna watch again. So let's now rank these films. It should be pretty easy. I mean, you probably already know the ranking, but on number 4 we have Kraven the Hunter. On number 3 we have the founder. On number 2 is the social network. The reason why I have the social network above the founder is because Andrew Garfield. I feel like well, nah, I disagree. I was gonna say I feel like Andrew Garfield is like the second better, like is better acting than the McDonald's brothers. I don't know what they're called. I think one's called like Dick McDonald. But yeah, I feel like they were pretty good actors as well. So I can't really say that it's because of the acting. I guess it's just because I like Facebook better than McDonald's. I do not like McDonald's. Don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's is poison for your body. So yeah, I just like Facebook more than McDonald's. I guess that's why I put it above it. And then for number 1, Squid Game season 2. So that is the films that I watched in January. Hopefully I get to watch more films next month. So we'll see, right? If you guys have any movie recommendations that I should watch that I haven't watched already, please let me know. I'm open to movie recommendations. I'm open to interacting with you guys. So yeah. With that, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. If you would like to, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, if you like my channel, and always remember to live your life like there's no tomorrow.